In this class, we will start with the 7th chapter, Coordinate Geometry. Now you know that coordinate geometry is used to locate the position of a point on a plane, and to locate a position of a point on a plane, you need two axes, okay, which are called coordinate axes, x and y. So based on these two coordinate axes, you can locate the position of any points on a plane. Now if you take a point, okay, now the distance of a point from the y-axis, suppose you have a point here, so the distance of the point from the y-axis is called the x-coordinate or abscissa, and the distance of a point from the x-axis, so from x-axis whatever is the distance, this is called the y-coordinate or ordinate. So these are the things that you have studied in your lower classes. Now based on this, let us come to the first basic or the first formula, that is distance formula. Now let us consider 2 points on the plane, P with coordinates x1 and y1 and Q with coordinates x2 and y2. Now the distance between these 2 points is given by the formula PQ is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Now since you are squaring it inside here, this number will be always positive. So first you write x2 or first you write x1 will not make a difference because you are going to ultimately square it. So this can also be written as PQ is equal to x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square. So both the formulas can hold true. So this is a formula to find distance between 2 points in a plane. Suppose you want to find distance of a point P with coordinates x and y from the origin. Okay, if you want to find that, let us see what is the formula. PO will be x minus 0 the whole square plus y minus 0 the whole square, and this is square root of x square plus y square. So if you want to find the distance of a point from the origin, then PO is equal to square root of x square plus y square. Now based on this formula, let us solve some examples. Find the distance between the points P 2, 3 and Q 5, 2. Here x1 is 2 and y1 is 3, x2 is 5 and y2 is 2. So using the formula PQ is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So 5 minus 2 the whole square plus 2 minus 3 the whole square. 5 minus 2 is 3, so 3 square plus 2 minus 3 is minus 1, so minus 1 square. This is equal to square root of 9 plus 1, so square root of 10 units. You don't know what are the units, so you just write units. Now let us see another example. Show that the points 1, 7, 4, 2, minus 1, minus 1 and minus 4, 4 are the vertices of a square. So you have to show that these are the points which are vertices of a square. So let us name these points. Let A be this point, B, C and D. So these are the vertices of this quadrilateral. Now I have to show that this is a square. Now you know that in a square all the sides are equal. So if I find the distance of the sides or the length of the sides, and if I find that the length of all the sides are equal, then I can say that this is a square. So we can find the length or distance of the sides by using distance formula. So let us find the length of the side AB. So by distance formula, what is AB? AB is 4 minus 1 square plus 2 minus 7 square. This is 3 square plus minus 5 square, and this is equal to square root of 9 plus 25, which is square root of 34. Now let us find the length of the side BC. BC is square root of minus 1 minus 4 the whole square plus minus 1 minus 2 the whole square. This is minus 5 square plus minus 3 square. And on solving, I get this also as square root of 34. Next we have CD. So you have C and D. So minus 4 minus of minus 1 becomes plus. So minus 4 plus 1 the whole square plus 4 minus minus 1 is 4 plus 1. So on solving, I get this equal to square root of 34. What about the side DA? DA will be minus 4 minus 1 the whole square, then 4 minus 7 the whole square. Again on solving, I get this equal to square root of 34. So from all these you see AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. So all the sides are equal. Therefore, the given points are vertices of a square. Now let us take the third example. Determine if the points 1, 5, 2, 3 and minus 2, minus 1 are collinear. Okay. Now let us name these points as A, B and C. Now I have to check if these 3 points are collinear. In other words, I have to check whether these 3 points lie on a same line or in a straight line. Now if they lie in a straight line or if they are collinear, then you know AB plus BC should be equal to AC, right? If the 3 points are collinear, then AB plus BC should be equal to AC. So if this condition is satisfied, then I can say these 3 points are collinear. Now if I want to find the length of this, again I will use distance formula. So by distance formula, you know what is AB? You find AB, you get square root of 5. Then you find BC. On solving, you get square root of 32. Then you find AC. And on solving AC, you get square root of 45. Now what is AB plus BC? AB plus BC is square root of 5 plus square root of 32. And you see it is not equal to AC. Since this condition is not satisfied, we can say that the points are not collinear. Now we will see another example. Find a relation between x and y such that the points x, y is equidistant from the points 7, 1 and 3, 5. Okay. So you have a point x, y here which is equidistant from the point 7, 1 and 3, 5. Means what? The distance of this point from this and distance of this point from this, they are same. So this distance is equal to this distance. Okay. So using that, you have to find a relation between x and y. Now let us name the point xy as P and these 2 points as A and B. Okay. And you know, so PXY is equidistant from the points A and B. Now if they are equidistant from the points, then you know AP will be equal to BP, right? The distance is same. So AP is equal to BP. Now I am going to square on both the sides. So I get AP square is equal to BP square. So if you are using distance formula, okay, suppose you have AP will be equal to square root of, just writing this AB, you know, you found x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square. So if I take AB square, then here also it will be squared and this square root sign and square will get cancelled. So AB square will be x1 minus x2 the whole square, y1 minus y2 the whole square. So you get x minus 7 the whole square, okay, plus only square root sign is missing here. Then you have y minus 1 the whole square plus x minus 3 the whole square plus y minus 5 the whole square. So on opening the brackets, you get this and some terms will get cancelled. Take all the variables and the constants on one side. And on solving this, you get x minus y minus 2 equal to 0. That is x minus y is equal to 2. Now this is the required relation between x and y. Now let us see another problem. Find a point on the y-axis which is equidistant from the points A and B. Now you know that any point on the y-axis, so if you have a point on the y-axis, you know any point on the y-axis, it doesn't have x coordinate, right? The points on the y-axis are what? 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. So that doesn't have x coordinate. So you take any point on y-axis, the x coordinate will be 0. So let us take a point P 0, y on the y-axis. We're just taking a general point y. So let P 0, y be a point on the y-axis which is equidistant from these 2 points. And we just saw in the previous example that if it is equidistant, then you can write AP is equal to BP. So AP square will be equal to BP square. So you have 6 minus 0 the whole square plus 5 minus 5 the whole square equal to minus 4 minus 0 the whole square plus 3 minus y the whole square. And on solving this, you get y is equal to 9. So you found the value of y. So the required point is 0, 9. Now let us see another example. Name the type of quadrilateral formed, if any, by the following points and give reasons for your answer. So you are given 4 points and you have to see if any special kind of quadrilateral is formed, like a square, rectangle, trapezium, or any of these kind of quadrilaterals are formed. Sorry, not trapezium, kite or any other numbers, any of these kind of quadrilaterals are formed. So to find that, you have to find the length of all the 4 sides. So you find AB by taking the distance formula and you get this equal to 2 root 13. BC is root 13. CD is 5 root 2 and DA is root 85. You see that each of these sides have different lengths, right? So since each of these sides have different lengths, you can conclude that it is not any special type of quadrilateral. Okay, since all the sides are of different lengths, the quadrilateral is not any special type of quadrilateral. So if you had to get, suppose opposite sides equal, then you know it is a rectangle, or you can write based on the length of the sides. So these are the different types of examples which come under the distance formula.